Hello and welcome to another update video about VeChain. The VeChain chart continues to move in this potential diagonal pattern that we discussed before. Yeah, so off this June low, we can identify so far only 3 waves. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour chart. Only 3 waves. So we have this wave 1, we have this wave 2. My view is that the wave 3 is an ABC structure. You can count the wave 1 also as an ABC structure. Otherwise, this will get a bit messy to count it as an impulse. So I'm leaning towards a diagonal pattern, as most cryptos seem to be doing right now. So the wave 1s across the market seem to be diagonals, and then we have a few impulses, but most of them are diagonals, whereas then the wave 3s should be impulses. But yeah, at the moment, within this larger degree wave 1, which is a leading diagonal, or maybe an ending diagonal in the bearish count, we talked about that before. Anyway, it's a diagonal, so that means the subwave structures are corrective. Doesn't mean it couldn't be trending strongly, but it means we need to be on the side of caution. And in any pullbacks, due to the volatility, especially that happens in diagonals, as a result of the corrective structures that are to be found there, well, we have to give it a little bit more space in the pullbacks. So the support area for the wave 4 is currently defined between 2.1 cents and 3 cents, or 3.1. That means we have to watch just these Fibonacci levels once the price comes lower and starts the wave 4. At the moment, I haven't got any evidence that the wave 4 has started, but we have to watch these levels for a potential reaction. As always, even though we have to give it a little bit more space in a wave 4, in a diagonal, than, for example, in an impulse, I really wouldn't want it to go below the 50% retracement level. So ideally that can be avoided, and then we can still get this 5th wave to the upside afterwards. And where exactly the 5th wave will land depends really on how high the 3rd wave stretches. The 3rd wave could be close to an end, and then wave 4 could send it into the support region. Bear in mind, there is also, if I zoom out a little bit, there is this green descending trend line. So it's very much possible that the wave 3, I mean, it might get a few more stretches higher, a few more squiggles to the upside, and then the wave 4 could just find support on top of this green support line. Or let's call it a trend line. It's the previous breakout point. So you see that the price basically couldn't get above it since May 22. Yeah, this time it worked. And ideally we want to avoid that it falls back below it, right? So I mean, any wave 4, it would be within the support zone. Or if the wave 3 stretches a little higher, by the way, the next target would be 4.4 cents. If it gives us another extension, then this support zone will also stretch a little higher with it, okay? And the relevant Fibonacci levels will move up. So it gives it a higher chance to actually hold above that descending trend line. I think that could be quite helpful. Ideally stretching a little higher and then allowing for that pullback to hold above the green trend line. But, you know, that might be possible either way. Then we will also have this ascending trend line here that the price can use to find support. Anyway, only 3 waves up, so I would still like to see a wave 4 and another wave 5 higher. Let me move that actually to the right. And as I said before, you know, this could be a so-called leading diagonal. In a leading diagonal, this would be the beginning of a new uptrend, which would be very, you know, very positive for a bull run. Allow VeChain to participate in a bull run, or, and that's due to the larger context on this chart, if we zoom out a little bit, we see that there is also the possibility for a bearish count, which would be A wave, overshooting B wave to the downside, and then 5 waves up in wave C. And then this C wave is an ending diagonal, and it could lead to completely new lows. Again, I'm not going to watch for that primarily, not because of, well, not due to the entire market. So, you know, my leaning is bullish here. But still, I think you should know it. You know, we cannot rule out that and just ignore that risk. But for now, I'm focusing, first of all, anyway, on these 5 waves, that they will be completed. And then we can add the support area for the pullback afterwards to the chart. That's my update about VeChain. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.